Going live. Hey y'all. I'm not sure if y'all can see me really well. 'Cause I'm sitting in the sun, getting some, like good old vitamin D. I'm gonna try to swap over so that y'all can see my face a little bit better. Let me scoop to accommodate you. Okay. I think this can do. So, how's everybody doing? I'm not really used to these lives yet, but I will be one day, so please bear with me. But I just want to talk about that's TV. I love that's TV. The guys, they're my peeps, and I commend them for everything that they're doing. I think the community needs them. The younger generation needs people like them to help steer them in the right, direction. So, from a few of the things that they've said, there's no females on the panel. And I think it's a female's voice is very important as well. And there said a few really interesting things that made me want to write stuff down and do a review on it because, I really respect Zimbo and his views. I respect Dylan and his views, and also Rev and his views as well. So let me just get straight into pretty much, I wrote down 10 things that, it took me from their podcast and that I really, really, really wanted to also talk about, like just 10 little things, a little big. The way you see the world will decipher the way you see it, how big the things are. So, it's the episode Call It Out, and it's part 4, and the heading of that was the Great Rude Boy Scandal. The Great Rude Boy Scandal. So for me, just hearing the words Great Rude Boy Scandal, I'd be like, what's this about? Like rude boy things, but it's obviously more of a scandal. So it's like, some people want to be rude boys, and some people, are really goody boys that trying to prove something to people. And then some guys are really rude boys. But usually I find the rude guys are the ones that don't want to be rude sometimes. And then the ones that, really soft and stuff behind doors are the ones that are rude on our road. But we never said it. No, actually I did. So the first thing, I actually had to write some of the stuff down just because of, how interesting everything was to me. I'm just chilling in my back garden, guys. So you'll see like different shades of everything. The breeze is blowing, the sun is shining, the clouds are up there. So 1 minute it'll be nice and bright. Next minute it'll get a little darker. So please bear with me with that. But yeah. So the first thing from the Call It Out was like bum behavior. I noted bum behavior as in like guys that have that behavior, as in like bums, as in like I ain't gonna do nothing today. I'm just gonna go outside and see what I can make, if I can make anything. Hold on, don't come outside. I'm doing a video. So bum behavior. More of like using road behavior as an excuse. Okay, say for instance, if a guy, and I think Dylan mentioned this, is like, say for instance, if a guy can't get a job, just can't get a job, or he's too lazy, no ambition, he doesn't want to work in like the factory, or he doesn't want to work in like overnight stuff, and he doesn't want to do anything. He just want to be able to have money magically appear in his pockets. He would say, I'm doing road, and think that it's an actual profession. It's not a profession. How are you gonna do road? Cars are doing the road. Why are you doing it? That way. So it's like, yeah, I understood what Dylan said when he mentioned, people using road as an excuse, saying, I'm a road man, I do road, I hustle at 1 little, 2 little. No, that is not a profession. That's not a job. That should not be an excuse for anything. The third thing Dylan and Zimbo, they had like a tiny little dispute, a little back and forth in regards to, you know, Dylan saying, if you're gonna do road, do it with the intent to come out. Do it with the intent to one day transfer your skills. He said the transferable skills, and find something else more legit to do further down the line. Whereas Zimbo rebutted by saying, why even have to do road first? Or why even have to do that kind of lifestyle first before you get something legit? Why don't you just skip that? Go straight legit. Why don't you just, whatever it is, if you out there, selling bag juice, that's legit. It's better than selling baggies of, you know, marijuana and heroin and all these other things and cocaine and all of that. So it's like, I get what Zimbo is saying, and I rate him for saying that, because at the end of the day, even though they're on a panel and they're talking about different things, he will still stand up for what he believes in, as in like, and it's very true. It's better when you don't have to get caught up, because when you go and say, okay, I'm gonna do road for a year, and then the money that I make for the year, then at least I have money for what, studio time, or I have money for products that I can use or whatever. And then what happens is, you don't know what's gonna happen within that year. You don't know what's gonna happen within 1 year of you doing road. You might get locked up. You might get in gang activities. A lot of different things could happen. Maria, can you excuse from the door? Lock the door, please. Thanks. Lock the door, please. And so it could be anything that could happen within then. You don't want to get yourself in trouble trying to get a better life. So prevention is better than cure in that situation. Definitely what Zimbo was saying was right. And I do get what Dylan is saying as well. So for instance, you have a family member, a cousin, a friend, some school friend from way back when, and you see that he's doing road, and then you want to give him free game. Then you would say, like, listen, you're already in this, but what's your way out? How are you going to get out? And when you get out, and to stay out, what are you going to do to ensure that you actually stays out? So in that instance, you can't, if someone's already in and you have advice to give them, the advice would be to find a way out, find a way out to stay out. So with Dylan on that, but if you've never been in the game, if you've never been on the road, if you've never been exposed to that kind of lifestyle and doing those kind of things, it's not encouraged that you start it to then one day do something else. No, just don't do it all together. Trust me, you don't need that kind of problems. You don't need that kind of trouble. You don't want that kind of life. So yeah. And then what else? Zimbo then said, only in the hood, but you don't see this in the Asian communities. You don't see this in the white people communities. You don't see this in the upper class places. You don't see it where, well, Asian communities in England is kind of different because it's a hood. In the hood, anywhere there's a hood, they're going to try to start you off like this. Anywhere there's a hood, you selling drugs or you thieving and robbing and doing the wrong things, it's going to be, people are going to think that it's the way out. Some illegal to be legal, and that's dumb. So only in the hood, really, really. So I believe that his statement is very true, because if you go into every single hood there is to go into, you will find people on the corner, people selling drugs, people using drugs. Yeah. So it's true, and we're doing it to ourselves, no matter what we want to think, no matter what we want to believe. Yes, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make that horse drink. We, in this instance, would be the horses, because we've been exposed to things, we've been given things, we've been hurt. Our culture, everything about us has been, tried to be ripped apart. We have to keep ourselves together and not prove the masses them right about us. So yeah, only in the hood you go to these upper class places and these better places out in the world. And no, they're not teaching this. There's no kids doing this. Okay, and then the older men stop okaying it. Stop okaying it from the older generations. The older we get, the more wiser we should be. So the things that we went through, the younger generation doesn't have to go through. Let us be the testers and the guinea pigs and all of that for what the younger generation may or may not have to go through. Like at the end of the day, experiences make you wiser. No matter how you want to put it, experiences make you wiser. Experiences make you know what you didn't know before you didn't experience it. No matter how much someone can tell you what's going to happen, if you've been through what's going to happen, then you can better explain it. So why wouldn't we learn from our mistakes and help the younger generation, even just telling them like, listen, at the end of the day, I've been through, I've done that. Look at me, look at what, either my demise or my success. Look at where I've come from and where I'm headed to in that sense. So yeah, older men, just stop okaying that crap, because these younger guys out here, they need somebody to look up to. They need a positive role models. They need positive people. A mom alone can't raise her son. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So brothers, if you've got sisters out there that raising her son alone, uncles, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's your blood. Fathers aren't always gonna stay. They're not. The reality of life, and it's a cycle that we need to stop at some point in time. So like if you're a man and you know yourself true to be a man, you lead by example, especially, but you lead. This is what you do. You lead and you take responsibility, because you know what, it depends. You taking up somebody and saying, I'm gonna coach you through this and through life and make you succeed and be the best you can possibly be. There's so much reward in that for yourself. You don't even know it. You don't even know it, because while you're there teaching somebody, you don't know how much you're learning as well. So like I look at it like that with the men. Like, it's hard to see that women are out here being single moms, but single mothers, I'm not gonna say they can't raise their sons, but not alone, because you can't teach a woman can never teach a boy how to be a man. In my honest opinion, a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. That's the job for a man. A woman, the most she can do in that way is show a man how he should be loved by a woman. Show her son what it is to be taken care of, but not in the way where you're giving him money and you're taking care of him. No, love and compassion, and in speaking to your son. Women, we are way more communicative than men are. Why don't we teach our sons to communicate? Why don't we teach our sons to open up and talk to us about things that really matter? Because guess what? The mental health rate in these young boys nowadays is crazy. Guess why? Because it's been suppressed. They have no one to talk to, no guidance, nobody to turn to, and then they go on the streets to the men that are okay in the BS. So yeah, number 5 then. Dylan, I understand the argument, yeah. And you personally know someone. Yeah. If you personally know someone in the streets, like I said, you give them the advice. You give them an advice to come out. If someone's not in the streets, the best thing to do is don't even mention the streets to them. It's failure. It is not a trap until you get into it. It is a trap, but it is not a trap until you get into it. What I'm speaking about is the road, the game, the streets, all these things. People say it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. You're right. It is. But it shouldn't bother you until you're in it. It is not a trap until you're in it. So how about not getting into the trap to try to find your way out? It is a trap. So if it's a trap and I'm out of the trap, I'm going around on my life. I'm not even having nothing to do with the trap. I don't want to be like, oh, let me touch this to see what it does. Let me do this to see what it does. You'll get stuck into something that you might find yourself pretty hard to get out of. So yeah, it is a trap. I like how Rev, right, sat down and he was just like listening to what they were saying. And, he laughed about it, between Zimbo and Dylan, button going back and forth and all of that. But he did really give good advice. He did really give good advice. No, he didn't give a good advice. He said something that was very true. He said, man makes money their God. And this is why the younger generation are here trapping, trying to facade, trying to, impress people, especially on social media and all these things. Oh, I've got the new shoes, I've got the new this, and I've got the latest that, and I've got the latest this, and I've got the latest that. But nobody's putting money in their bank accounts. Nobody's actually saving money. They're spending money like they're trying to get rid of it. I just need to get rid of this money right now. What about spending it? You take care of yourself, get yourself what you need, get yourself what you like. But wouldn't you want to also save that money for the rainy days, hard times? Save it for something that you can say is yours, like for real, like buy a house or a condo or, get a piece of land somewhere. So yeah, stop making money your God. Money is not God. Money is not God. Money should not be worshipped. Money should not be the thing that we praise. It shouldn't. It just shouldn't, because at the end of the day, the value that we've the ones that put that value on there. If I said money is nothing, money is nothing. Right now, I don't need money for nothing. Air is everything. I need to breathe. I love my vision. My sight matters to me more than money. If I had $1 million and I was blind tomorrow and I had to pay $1 million to see again, I'm gonna pay that $1 million, and I'll be broke with my eyesight. Do you understand? Money is nothing. It's a tangible resource that we use to think that we make our life better if we had things that we spend loads of money on. It's not God. It's just a thing. Just a thing, no more than a piece of paper. It's just a thing, no more than a pen. It's us that put the value on it. If I put a value on this pen and said this pen is the most important thing in my life, and everything I write with this pen is gonna, come true, and I believe in this pen so much. If I lose this pen, I'd go crazy. But then you would think that I'm crazy. But the thing is, that's how people act towards money. Money's a thing; it comes and goes. Yeah. Like I said, Dylan said transferable skills. Yeah, we're going to get back to that in a second. Transferable skills. But true. Okay, this is a message, hopefully Dylan can rebut this, get back to me. Like, okay, you mentioned transferable skills quite a few times in your podcast. Can I get 5 examples of these transferable skills? Like, obviously, customer service, bam, got customer service skill. Money handling, bam, got that. You can do some inventory. You know what I mean? What do you mean by transferable skills, and how quick do you want these skills to be transferred? Like, okay, let me see what else. Zimbo had a message. Okay, Zimbo had one message. He said, I've got one message for you. One more message, which was fuck money. Yeah, that's what he said. Fuck money. True. Like I said that. I just went over that just now. At the end of the day, it's not about money. People are killing themselves. People are getting killed. People are getting raped. People are getting kidnapped. People are getting stabbed. People are getting shot. People are getting hurt. People are getting burned over money. Money, thing that comes and goes. People are getting dumped. People are getting hooked up with. People are getting scammed. People are getting everything over money. It's sad. It's sad. It is sad. There are so many ways to make money. You can be the richest person in the world just off of your personal knowledge, off of your personal experience in life, off of, you know, the things that you value more than money. You value writing, right, right. The money will come after you because your value is so high. It's like, oh, we need to match with you, not the other way around. We need to link up with you because you've got that energy. You've got that energy of success, financial success, because when you explore, when you grow within yourself, when the more you know, the more knowledge you have, the more valuable you become, the more money comes to you. You understand? Like, forget about that. Then you won't even want it because it's coming at such a rapid pace. It's like, wow, wait, hold up. I don't know what to do with you because I'm busy doing what I love. I'll deal with you later, money. You know them ways, guys. There's a bee. There's a bee close to me, and I don't like bees. There's a bee close to me, and I don't like bees. There's a bee close to me. I don't really mess with bees. I just flicked it off. But anyway, yeah. So Rap did say value, of true worth of money, something of the value of the true worth of money. Okay, we know the true worth of money ain't worth shit. Money ain't worth nothing. Money, having it doesn't guarantee you're gonna live, right? Having it doesn't guarantee you're gonna be healthy. Having it doesn't guarantee that your family is gonna love you. Having it doesn't guarantee the person you love gonna love you back. Having money doesn't guarantee nothing. All it does is satisfy a need for tangible things, or satisfy a need for people to be impressed, or satisfy some other need. If I says, like, I like spending money just because I like things. But I don't praise money. If I ain't got no money, I ain't spending it on things. I ain't spending it. I'm rather find out or do what makes me happy, which will bring in anything that I need. Sometimes it's not even about that. Sometimes you connect with the right people, and those people connect with the right people, and so on and so forth. And then, bam, you're in a situation with a network of people that you can create something really, really amazing with, and then all your dreams will come true after that. So yeah, guys, that was my 10 points from watching the video for Call It Out on DatsTV, the Great Rude Boy Scandal. And then the bonus pointer was where Dylan said, "Know thyself." Obviously, you're gonna know thyself, know who you are, know what you're worth. You are valuable. The way you value money, you should value yourself in that way. You should want the most of yourself. And instead of most of money, you want the most of yourself. You want the most of who you are and what you can do and who you can be and where you can go in this life. That is what the value really is, for real. So yeah. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this 23 minutes of all that talking, but I just enjoy doing the lives. I'm gonna go live a couple more times and do some more things, but this is me today. Toodles. I'm trying to get to the end stream. Bye, y'all.